Hey, so today, of course, is Saturday. Happy Saturday, y'all. It's a little late today because these charts would not pull up. Thinkorswim was doing maintenance on the charts, so I had to wait until I could get my chart back up. So I'm a little delayed today. I like to come on early as possible if I can. I like to come on a Saturday, but about 1 o'clock. I'm normally out somewhere enjoying the weather and a good lunch, but I've been working all morning. So listen, I'm gonna keep my word. We going right on into it. Did y'all see me last night, child? Y'all saw me last night at the Spell House reunion thing. That was real cool. But anyway, we're here to talk about these charts. We're here to talk about the week. Every Saturday, I'm coming bringing you the week in review as far as the markets. Now, I'm already ready for you, see. I already got this thing. Okay, I think I'm ready, child. I think I'm ready, honey. Let me go around. Oh, I thought I was ready. Look, girl, what you doing, Arletta? Honey, I thought this thing was all ready together. Hey, y'all. You found me. Yay. Yay. Yay! So what I'm doing is the week in review as it relates to the stock market and what moves we made all week, what the good, the bad, and the beautiful about the market. All right. Hey, Harmon. Hey, Cuz. What's up, Cuz? Hey, Kelly. Hey, y'all. Happy Saturday. I'm excited about today already. I'm getting ready to, after this, I'm going to meet with Krista. Krista does my merch. She runs the merch part of on my website, and we're gonna meet for some sushi, child. So let's knock this out. This is the week in review as it relates to the market, according to the 15-minute orb. Okay, so I'm already here. We already here on Monday. I got the levels. Do y'all want me to give y'all the levels for each day, or you want me to keep it moving? I'm right. So we had on Monday. First of all, this was a good week. It's always a good week trading to me. I never feel like it's a bad week when I'm trading. But I'm going to tell you all what we do in our drippers community. So every day as a dripper, we meet with the drippers 1 hour a day, 10:30 to 11:30, and we go over the plays, right? And we answer questions, okay? So that 1 hour, they get us going over the plays. The market is live, and sometimes we get in plays together if we haven't gotten in one already. So now what I'm bringing to you all is what we have done all week. So I'm going to tell you how many people drip green, when it was a kind of rough day, if it was choppy, where the play was. This is designed for you to go back and study yourself. So you can go, oh my God, I thought it was just me on Tuesday that the market was choppy. Now you'll see, oh no, all of us thought it was choppy. Or you'll see where you may have missed some plays like, I could have gotten in that. So that's my goal, and that's the reason why I'm doing this. Does that make sense? Y'all cool with that? Let me know you're cool, just thumbs up. If you're cool with it, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. So what I'll be doing is telling you how many people dripped out of like 100, right? I think it's like 90. I think it's 95. So out of like 95 people that are present on the call every day, I think we have 140 drippers, but about 90 are present every day on the call. Hey, how you doing? Hello, how y'all doing? All right. So we cool with that? Y'all want to do that? Anybody here trading? Anybody here trading or day trading? This is for day trading. Day trading options. That's what I'm doing. All right, if not, I'm going on anyway. I'm so glad you found me. I'm so glad you found. Hey, what up? How you doing? Who got him? Okay, let's get going. So we're gonna start on Monday. This was a great week. We had how many drip? Oh, we had 40, so we had 47 people dripping on Monday, and y'all know how Monday was. At 47, I think it ended up being about 52. But child, what up, drippers? Monday. So what I'm gonna do is tell you how many people drip. I'm gonna go over the levels so you can write them down. Write the levels down, y'all, so you can go back and compare. Write them down. Get your pad and pen. Let's get to work. Then I'm going to go over the plays with you, okay? I'll go over the plays that happened. So on Monday, we had 47. I think it ended up being 50 people that actually dripped, right? That's Chelsea. Come on, Chelsea. Sorry, y'all. I didn't put the phone on do that disturb. All right, let's get to the levels. So Monday, this is the 15-minute chart right here. This is the 1-minute chart right here. So I went back. I'm gonna blow that up. This is my 1-minute chart, 15-minute chart. So what we do is play the orb. Go over there live now. Sorry, y'all, get there right now. Hey, LaShawn. You chiming in from the car? That's what I'm talking about. So we're doing a weekend review, the week in review of what happened in the market. So I'm just letting everybody know what happened, LaShawn, how many drippers we had on Monday, and now I'm going over the levels. So the levels for Monday, 10-13-25, write it down, 10-13-25. We're going over the levels. SPY opened at 660.81. The pre-market high was 663.20. The pre-market low was 658.94 and 658.17 in parentheses. The yesterday's high was 673.95. This is for Monday, and this is a 15-minute chart for Monday. Yesterday's low was 652.83. Write down your levels. Hey, Chelsea. Hey, Ty. What's up, Kappa Ty? We're going over all the levels. We're going over the weekend review, the good, the bad, the beautiful, what happened in the market, and just letting the people know how we get down over there as drippers. So y'all get to see this every day. A lot of the people here on YouTube, they don't get to see us live every day, but I'll come back on Saturday and let them know what really happened. Okay, so here were the plays. Here we go. So resistance on Monday was 662.18. Write this down. This is part of homework. Listen here, you might can take off on Saturday, but on Sunday, you need to be doing your homework, back testing, going back over the market, looking at the highs and the lows and the levels. Did it break all your levels? Is it creating new high? Is it a new level now? Sometimes, support will turn to resistance. And then those numbers will be very important for you, okay? Happy anniversary, Chelsea. Chelsea hit her 90 days with me. All right. Today, actually. Today make 90 days. Happy anniversary, my dear. All right, so resistance, 662.18, 661.75 in parentheses, because it wicked. 663.25, and I went on because I just did the most, 664, and then eventually 668.14. I wrote that one because I said the market is going to go to 668 sometime this week. All right. Support was 661.19, 660.35, 659.63, 658.87, and then it's going to go and test 658. So remember, I said it's gonna go try. Now this was Monday. I said the market is gonna try to get to 668.14, but it also may go as low as 658.16. Why did Arletta say that? Look at the pre-market. This is Monday. This is the pre-market. Now this is on a 15-minute chart too. Look at this long wick. Guess what that wick is? Look what it's tie. Y'all look at that. Y'all see that? Hey, Mr. Vibe. 658.21. I told y'all whenever you see that extremely long wick, they're trying to drive price there. They're testing it. So let's see. All right, cool. Write that down if you're in the morning. Boom, here go to play. Here to play. Let me show y'all how this wrote down. Number one, at 9:33, we had an engulfing. This is your engulfing. This candle engulfed this one right here to the left. You had your second candle, right? And you enter at the third candle. Wow, that is your move. That's your move. By 9:36, it had broken all three levels of support. So all those support numbers, they have been broken, except for the 658, the one I said is going to test at some point. But it broke all three levels. So that was a put, right? At 9:55, we came over here. It engulfed again. It engulfed, but it gave us a doji, so we had to wait. Now right here, I'm in it. Because now there's 2 candles to me. The doji don't count. 2 candles, I'm in the play right here. That is a call. By 9:57, it also broke the orb. So let's go over here. I'm gonna draw to your line. This is your trend line right here, okay? That's the first 15-minute candle. So you technically would draw it like that because you don't know all those candles gonna form later. So if it was in the morning, you wouldn't have with that one candle. And Crystal showed us how to do this. Crystal from the front showed us how to do it. I forgot already, it was so smooth. So at 9:57, it broke 50% above the orb right in here. Got it. All right. This is your, you know that because this is the first candle. This candle 50% above the line, I would say right in here. And boom, this is telling me where to get in. I just drew the line. So that means right here, you would have looked at this candle. You would have gone, And that's perfect. Remember, it engulfed right here. The doji was sent. That doesn't count. That's the second candle. So just by knowing where it broke, you really could have gotten in a half a candle earlier. That's perfect, right? Isn't that perfect? Oh, that's what she said. That's right. She right click. She make the right click. That's right. Thank you, Chelsea. Right click. Got it. All right. So that was the play. That was the play. You go it twice. So if you didn't wait for the orb, you had your money right here. If you waited for the orb, like I wait for the orb, you had your money right there. All right. Don't be greedy. Now, 10:19. If you missed that play, you had another play right here. It broke. It engulfed the candle to the right, engulfed the one to the left. It gave a consecutive candle. You see, 1, 2, and you enter right here. This is your play. 10:21. Puts. Got it? It gave another play. It just kept giving out. That girl kept giving it out. She don't know what she doing. Look at her. Engulfed. I think that engulfed. 2 candles consecutive. This is your third candle. And you know that's your play. It crossed the VWAP and EMA. It was at 661.30, 661.35. That is at one of your levels. It was actually 661.75 or 65. And if you weren't clear, you could have waited till it got up here to till it got to your level. There you go. And you got in right there. So that was confirmation. It engulfed, gave you 2 candles above the EMA, crossed over the VWAP. Perfect. Just started trading. Only 1 contract. That's good. 1 contract. Start with 1. Can you please explain how to back test? Yeah. Yeah, I'll talk about that. Back testing, I can tell you now, when you back test, you're just going back in the market. You're looking for your highs and your lows. You're looking at your levels. So that's pretty much how I back test. And I back test, it depends on what you're back testing for. You could be back testing a swing trade, or you could be back testing just for your first play of that day. And if so, I just do it on the 1-minute chart, and I go back in the pre-market. Can you trade without indicators? Yeah. You can trade however you want to trade. I only have 2. We just do the VWAP and EMA. Some people use price action. Some people use levels. They get their levels, and they just wait for a level to break, and they enter. You can play how you want to. The difference is, find something that works for you and stick with it for 1 year. Don't jump from thing to thing to thing. Find what works for you. Now you may have to do that while you're trying to find your edge, but once you find an edge, just start. Always do 1 contract and keep them cheap. $100, $50, $80. Not too cheap because you won't be able to sell it sometimes. But just start small and we do a 5%. We do a 5% drip over here, meaning we only want 5% a day out of the market. We are not greedy. All right. So that was the play right there. Yeah. And it broke back inside. Did it break? It broke back inside the orb as well. So here's our orb line right here. Right? You know when it breaks back inside the orb, you do not have to wait. As soon as you saw it tip red, go on in there and get your money. So it broke inside the orb. All right, cool. Next, let's go to Tuesday. I'm trying to work with both of these, y'all. All right, so we're going to Tuesday. Here we go, Tuesday. I'm gonna draw my 15. This is the first candle, 15-minute candle. She said, right click and do what? I don't see it no more. Oh. No. She showed it to us. I think I'm doing this the long way. Where'd it extend? It said extend something. What did she say? Oh, is that it? Is that it? Price level? Draw a small line. Okay, I got it. Okay, so let me draw the small line. Ah! I ain't worried about it right now, just I'm gonna get it. It was so easy when she said it. Okay, we draw the small line. Hold on, y'all. Leave me alone. There it go. I got it. It might be ugly, but I got it. So in other words, oh Jesus, this would be the trend line on top of the first 15-minute candle. Just give it to y'all. Work with me. Thanks, Chelsea. Once it breaks 50% above this line right here, you can enter your play if it is a confluence or if it's at a level. So let's see what it did. This was the first 15 minutes. The second candle did not break. The third candle broke 50% above. So right here, I'll be looking to enter this place somewhere right in here, right? So let's see what it did. So now let me go on. I got to go to Tuesday. Go to my Tuesday chart. 1 minute. This is still the 15 minutes. So I got to get to Tuesday. Why does that say this? Okay, got to get to Tuesday. Here we go. So right here, it broke. We're looking at it. We're waiting. It broke, and this is where it told me to enter, right in here. But when I got right in here, if you get into your play, always look to the left. Go back and look about 3 or 4 candles to the left. So right here is telling me to get in. Well, that is at an engulfing candle. It engulfed. But the next candle was not consecutive, and it's a directional candle. So that ain't counting, right? I'm looking at this, though. 2 candles above the EMA. 2 candles above the EMA, red candle, green candle. I think I'm in it. Okay, that's letting me know the market is still going up. But let's get some confirmation. It is this is 657. 657.92 or 658.32. Well, let's go over our levels for Tuesday. First of all, we had 78 people that dripped on Tuesday. You see what a difference a day makes? 78 people that dripped. On Tuesday, here are the levels. Pre-market high was 659, 658.91 in parentheses, so 659.84. Pre-market low was 654.52. Previous day or yesterday's high was 665.12. Yesterday's low was 659.73. The opening price was 657.61. So that's what SPY opened with. All right. Resistance. Write these down. This is for Tuesday. 10/14/25. Resistance was 657.64, 658.88, 659.88 in parentheses. And when I say in parentheses, it wicked. The wick went up there. 668.13 and then 663.20. Support, which is the floor, 656.86. 655.44, 654.52. Boom. Those were your plays. Now, if you remember what we did on Monday, said it's gonna go to 658, right? All right. I said it's gonna go get to 658. So right now, when the market opened and finally broke, it look where textbook. Look at there. I told y'all to write that down. 658.16. Look at that price. You can't beat that. Call me baby Chris Saint. Call me big Chris Saint. 658.18. Boom. Just like that. You already know that's your move. You already know it. I told you I write it in parentheses just the previous day it's gonna go there. And then I said it's gonna go get that high too. So I said it's gonna go get that 658 and it's gonna go get that 668.14. So anyway, here's the play. At 9:33, it engulfed. So if you're not waiting for the orb, you had an engulfing candle and a VWAP and EMA crossover. The EMA and VWAP crossed over, gave us an engulfing, 2 consecutive candles. You're in at this play right here. You're in. That's at 9:35. By 9:38, all levels had broken to the downside. So every support level had been broken. Just that fast, right here, by this candle here. At 9:53, we had an engulfing right here. That don't look like engulfing. Let me look at that. Okay, that doesn't look right. 9:41, okay. 9:41, we had an engulfing candle right here. 2 candles, and you enter that third if you want to do that. If you did not want to wait for the orb to break. 9:53, right here. VWAP and EMA crossover, 2 candles above. VWAP and EMA crossover, 2 candles above. You could enter at this candle, but it would have pulled back on you. And it would have scared some of y'all. But the play continued to go up mightily until it started going sideways. Whenever you see it going sideways like this, when the candles are going, when the EMA is going through the candles, that is a no-play zone. Don't get caught in busy traffic. Stay out them folks' business. Stay out. Then it broke out again, 2 candles above, okay? So at 10:14, the orb did break right here. This is your entry. Perfect entry. Right up in here. We drew the line to show you where to get in. There you go. All right. That was on Tuesday. Now Wednesday, everybody saw it's Wednesday. Everybody saw it. You said had a morning star. You saw that, Ty? Everybody know what Wednesday we went live. I live streamed for 8 hours on Wednesday. We had 103 people that dripped green on Wednesday. Over 100 people dripping green on Wednesday. So Lord, let's go to Wednesday and see what happened on Wednesday. Look at Wednesday. Now you can see why so many people drip, right? Oh my goodness. You got your... Look at that right there. Let me get on over to Wednesday so y'all can see how beautiful this day was. Wednesday was good. Wednesday was real good. Every day was good. Some days better than most, but look at this Wednesday right here. So this play, clearly, my levels for Wednesday was 660. Pre-market high was 667.70. Pre-market low was 665.09. The previous day or yesterday's high was 665.83. Yesterday's low was 653. Looked like that say 07, or it could have been 17. The resistance was 667.20, then 667.70. I didn't get these. Trent got these for me. Then 668.20. Support was 66. Lord, I don't know what that was. I think it was 666.90. 666.90. 666.511. What? And 666.10. That don't even look right. Those levels aren't there. What were these levels? Maybe I wrote them down for somebody else. They were 666.40, 66. Honey, I don't know what them levels were Wednesday. Somebody tell me what the levels were Wednesday. Because I was busy Wednesday and I was trying to write them fast. But I did not, because I'm actually going live on Wednesdays. I live stream from 8:45 until 4 o'clock. So I was rolling on Wednesday, child. But we know it was a great day on Wednesday. This thing right here, this is our 15-minute chart. Oh, sorry. It broke 50% above right here. Everybody got in them calls, honey. They didn't look back. They didn't look back. Right here is the play. I drew it right here. This is where it's 50% above. And look, you come right over here where I drew it. It's perfect entry almost. Crossed over the VWAP, gave you 2 candles. Enter right here. That's at 668.24. That is one of my levels, 668.20. So that confirms that's your play to get into, and you can just ride it to, go and do what you got to do. Get your money. Get your money and go. Get it and go. Don't play around. It broke back inside the orb right here. Broke back inside right here, and that is another play. That was at 666.720. It broke back inside the orb at 666.765. So a level was 666.720, and it broke in at 667. So that was perfect. Get in, confirmation, get on in. That's a put. They crushed it on Wednesday. Wednesday was beautiful. Over 100, what I said, 103 people? Yes, sir. So let's go on to Thursday. We almost done, y'all. This is good. This is so good. If I could just, I need somebody to hold this phone for me so I can concentrate. And y'all know Coach Trent watching football. So Georgia on. So he ain't studying the Drippers. I'm the only one keeps showing up like this. That boy ain't studying y'all today. He said the Georgia playing. So right here, let me go ahead and read out my play for Thursday. Before, let me call your levels. And let me get over here to this 1-minute chart for Thursday too. One more day. Hey. How y'all feeling this Saturday? Everybody good? Anybody cooking? Okay. Chelsea, you know you ain't studying y'all. He ain't studying y'all today. Okay, let's go. Now, on Thursday, the opening price was 666.83. It had a gap. Ty, I don't know if you saw that gap on Thursday at 667.68. Had a gap fill. It had a gap fill. That's called a gap up. All right? It's higher than the opening price. Now, pre-market high was 668.33. Pre-market low was 666.41. Yesterday's high was 670.23. And yesterday's low was 658.93. It loved that 658. It just hang around that 658, okay? Now, here is the play. 9:45. It was a fake breakout of orb. That was a fake. It wicked. It scared everybody right there, right there, right there. That's fake. And this is what this got a lot of people clap. Because it gave you the confluences. Sort of, but this, no, this was no confluence. It faked everybody out. I didn't get it. I didn't get in right there. At 9:49, it engulfed. Get to my 9:49. There we go, 9:49. 9:49, it engulfed, gave us a second candle. This was your entry right here, but you had to be a sniper on that day. That was a sniper move. I think you caught that one, Ty. That was a sniper move. 10:11, it engulfed. 10:11. Right here, 10:11, it engulfed. This one clapped a lot of people. It engulfed, gave us a second candle. They entered at that third one and it pulled back on them. See that long wick right there? It pulled back. That means the price went back. It went up instead of continuing to go down. You needed that wick to be the opposite. So that got a lot of people clapped right there. At 10:15, it broke back inside the orb because this is the orb right here. This is the orb line. So right here, it broke right back inside the orb. You could get in a call. And when it broke back inside the orb, it was at 666.01. And 666.01 is not one of my levels. 666.54 is one of the levels. So you could have really waited till it got right here and got in at a level because it crossed the VWAP and EMA. So if you just wanted to confirm that, you could have waited and gotten in right in here and got in your play because that would have been right at 666.54. Right in here is when it started breaking, 666.58. So yeah, you could have waited for your levels. That's why the levels are important to get, okay? Your Wednesday levels for me. Wednesday. Oh, thanks for the Wednesday levels, darling. I gotta go and write that down. 667. Okay. Thanks for posting that, Queen. All right. And so on Thursday, we end up with 53 people that drip green on Thursday. That's still good. Y'all know there's still a lot of people dripping, child. And then we're going to take it on to Friday. Lord, if y'all did y'all come on Friday? Did y'all see that call on Friday? With Rodney? The way the Lord just showed up and showed out? All right. On Friday, y'all. On Friday. It's our last day. Here you go right here. That's the 17th. And I'm going to go to that 1 minute chart. Friday was beautiful. Ooh, this was a beautiful day on Friday. All right. Friday, we had 52 people that dripped green on Friday. Let's go over the numbers, y'all. Let's get it. Let's get into it. This is the 1 minute chart. This is the 15-minute chart. Now, why it looks so little right now, I don't know. But this is not the best looking day, actually, if you look at the chart. That ain't the best looking one. Would y'all agree? This is the 1 minute. This is the 15-minute right here. We're going to draw this trend line right there. I clipped that a little too short. Hold on. Oh, shoot. Whatever. Y'all got it. Trying to hold the camera and do this is a little more difficult. All right. So now we got our trend line drawn the first 15 minutes. And we're waiting for that break above the 15-minute orb. And right here, this wicked above it. It looked like it was a body. I was watching it. This was going to be the get in place right here. But it did not get in. I waited to that third candle. And that's really right in here. All right. All right. So we waiting 50% above the candle. It has to break 50% above. This candle needs to be 50% above this trend line. Now, the levels were resistance 661, 661.27, 662.33, 663.58. And of course, I added some extra sauce, 664.34, 665.19. Support 659.60, 657.80, and 655.36. There we go. We got it. Did I make sure I go over pre-market high and pre-market low with y'all? If I didn't, pre-market high was 661.31. Pre-market low, 651.41. Yesterday's high was 668.77. That's at 668. I told y'all I was going to go get it. And yesterday's low was 657.27. Here were the plays. It engulfed at 9:37? If you played and didn't wait on the orb, yes, it was beautiful. If you played and didn't wait on the orb, This was your play. Engulfed right here. Second candle, bam, bam. Entry right here. That entry was at 66002. 66002. That was not one of my levels. 659 was that one? There you go. Yep, 659.60. So that actually was a perfect entry. Oh my God, that was right at the level, Ty. Oh my goodness, that was so beautiful right there. Two candles. Actually, this is the one. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. That was it. So you got that engulfing, two candles. The third candle you would enter, and that is actually on one at one of your levels, and of course you would do a put. All right. The next one was 952. Right here, 952. Two candles above the EMA. Two candles above the EMA. This is the EMA. 1, 2. You enter at this candle, which was 660.90. 660.84 or 661.20. Well, this was a level. 661.27 was a level, so you would think you would go ahead and get in right here. All right, that's perfect entry, and you had a confirmation. You had, this is your play, and it was at one of your levels. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. Hey, Michelle. You missed the call? Girl. Tawana, hey. 957 right here. Look at this thing. Engulfed again, y'all. Two candles. Enter right here. 661.39. 661.22. That's your level. 661.27. That's another confirmation. Like they all over the place. These levels, just put it right in your pocket. And then at 10:14, it finally broke the orb. And it faked everybody out. It broke, and as soon as you got in there, sucker, it turned. The market ain't perfect, but everything else was. Oh my goodness, right here, two candles above the EMA. This is a perfect entry right here, and that was 662.69. 662.69. Look, right here was 662.33. So as soon as that's your level. As soon as I saw it go up at 662.33. I'm in it already. Yeah, it's going. Levels. Levels matter. 10:14, it finally broke. You could have got in here and got it, but it would have had to be a snatch play. Only for it to turn around on us, went sideways, and broke back down inside the orb. Broke back down inside the orb right here. And that was at 661.19. That's at another level right here. It actually broke right at our level, 661.27, and this is 661.23. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, so back testing is actually, you're not looking at the plays, you're looking at the candles. You're looking at your high and low. So let's say if I want to back test, and I do mine, let's say you want to back test. This is my 1 minute chart. Let me see. Let me go back. And y'all look at that W. That's clear as day. Look at that W right there. Oh my gosh. What was that entry? My chart stopped. 660.60. That ain't mine. But yeah, that's a beautiful W. W is when you see a W, the market's going up. When you see an M, look, it's going down. Look at that. You can see it clear as a bell. Look at that. M, W, up. That's so cool to see. That is so cool to see. Okay, so you're back testing. You're literally back testing just to find. I'm just going back to see where the market pulled back to. That's it. I want to see the highs and the lows. That's what I want to see. I'm on the 15-minute chart right here. So this is Friday, right? So let's say I was back testing. Now, first of all, it's a cheat sheet. Look at this cheat. Look at these wicks. Look at these long wicks. What did I teach y'all what the long wicks mean? Y'all remember what I taught y'all? The market is going to retest this. That's 664.18. Look how many times I did it. That's 664. 437. 1, 2, 3, 4 times, 5 times. Let's see where we're at. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5 times they hit 66437, and then 664 19. Write that down for Monday. 664 17 19, 664 30 something or 40. That's going to be, now this will be considered back testing, right? You're going back. This is the pre-market, so it's just Saturday. So we got a long way to go. We got to go all the way today and all day Sunday. But let's just say this was the previous day. Let's say this is your back testing. You just simply seeing what the market did. All right? You see this wick right here. It wicked in the pre-market. If you were back testing, that's 656.83. You would know, hey, if it starts to go up, it's going to come and get this. 656.80. So let's say did it do that when the market opened? Yeah, it did in the pre-market. It went past that in the pre-market. So then when the market pulled back in the morning, it pulled all the way down to 658.72. And what was that number that I said it was going to try to get? 656.78. All right, write that down. That if it keeps going low, it's going to come back to that. It didn't get that Friday. But this will be part of my back test. And I'm looking at where the market pulled back. Where, look right here, these are pullbacks. Pullbacks. I would mark that as an area. All right, 657.87. I know if it comes down, it wants to come there. And it did. Even when this is the pre-market, that's a gray area. So when the market opened, guess where it came back to? Right here. 1, 2, 3. 3 knocks. So when the market opened, it broke and came all the way back down here and sat there. Same spot. What did it do when it sat here each time? And then it bounced. So we know then if it bounced, come down here from 657.91 and it went up to 660. Did the same thing, came down here, 658, and then it bounced to 661, then 662, and then 663. That would be part of my back testing that I'm looking at. Where did it go down? Where did it peak and where did the valleys? Where are the peaks and valleys? I'm looking for peaks and valleys and I'm writing them down. That's what I'm doing. I'm looking for extreme wicks and peaks and valleys. That's what you're looking at. You're going back and looking at levels and the back testing. Back testing simply means you're going back in the market to see. The market always retraces itself. That's why we're back testing. We're going back to see, well, where was the high and where was the low? So you could call it levels. I could say levels. You're looking at all the levels. That's a good way to put it, Queen. I'm looking at all the highs and all the lows. Where's the high? Market, where's the low? The market likes to retrace itself. So we're always just looking for the retrace, okay? That's cool? All right. Now, let me tell you about these drippers. Do y'all know that we end up with $700 that was raised for Rodney? It was $690, then somebody else sent an extra $10, so I gotta send him that $10. $700 and a brand new computer. Yes, Chelsea, the drippers came through, baby. This boy came to that training, didn't have a computer, and I said, Lord, I'm already helping him free, and I'm doing this. Okay, I'm gonna meet him halfway. He said, I'm gonna save up some money, my next paycheck, so I can get a computer. And I was like, okay, I know what to do. So I asked him, if you got whatever you got towards your computer, I'll meet you there. And then I said, no, the drippers will help too. We can all do it as a joint. Girl, I got in there, them drippers started sending $20, $25, $20, $25, $50, $25, $10. And after I didn't even know that 5 or 6 offers had come in. Sandy went online in Best Buy and bought the whole laptop. She just went on and bought it. Nurse Sandy did. I mean, wasn't that awesome, Pauline? Y'all, it was just a beautiful. Yeah, the group is amazing. He said, so he got his account funded and a computer. I know, Asia. It was such a blessing. I know I felt like I was slain in the spirit for probably 3 or 4 hours straight. Oh, Sandy is bomb. Sandy is the most sweetest. All of our trippers are so sweet, y'all. So Rodney, and then Crystal from the Bronx, who is a systems analyst. So that's her field. She offered to set him up when he got the computer. She would walk him through setting up his entire computer. So Sandy bought it. The Drippers funded his account. He didn't need but $700. And this man said, "Oh my God, this good. I can go and buy groceries." Yep, market will go back and get them long weeks, girl. But wasn't that amazing, y'all? So now he is set. He also has the chance to come and trade live with us on Wednesdays when we're in the office. And he is part of the Drippers. And so we're gonna rock this out. He's gonna get all the way there with us. She prayed for his daughter. The daughter was being bullied at the school. People put a gun out on a 9-year-old. The love was it was, Chelsea. It was hard for all of us to leave. We just hung on the call. We were just like, we don't know what else to do. We just know we here. It was so beautiful. I enjoyed it. Your eyes were puffy from crying. Girl, when we cried, we was just crying from the prayers. Everything was just beautiful. God is so good. He took the first step and God will finish it. Won't he do it? Girl, when that spirit heavy. I'm telling y'all, it just feel like, we got so many layers to the Drippers. I'm like, it feel like a ministry. It's like, even down to reading that, we got the sick and shut in list. We got the report, the church announcements in the morning. We got the benevolent fund. We got everything going. It is an amazing group. I love the Drippers. I love what I have been able to create through the grace of God and through me just staying authentic to who I am and attracting the same type of people. That's all I'm doing. We all the same. That's why I call us cousins. I didn't just start calling us cousins because it was cute. It felt like I was talking to my cousins. That's what it felt like. That's what it felt like. Girl, you said you saw a post from Yvonne and you started crying all over again. Oh, you're welcome. I'm glad you're learning a lot, Moshi. I didn't see that post. I got to go look. It's on Yvonne's page on TikTok. $650, $678. It kept going for $658. It couldn't break $658. You talking about today? Friday? What day you said it didn't break $658? Couldn't have been Friday. What day you talking about? Was that Wednesday? You talking about Wednesday, Michelle? Yeah, it broke. You must be talking about Wednesday. This thing moves so slow. You got to be talking about Wednesday. But yeah, it was okay. It's on her TikTok page. Okay. I got to go over there and look at it, child. She was talking about rewriting her I am statement. Oh, my God. Oh, Lord. I got to go look at that. Yvonne, child. Yeah, we got to go look at that. Make sure, y'all subscribe to her YouTube page, too, because we over there on Thursdays. The ladies, baby, we getting down over there. We healing each other, healing other women. It is beautiful. Well, I went on the market with y'all. That was a market review, and the beautiful was watching what God did with Rodney. That was the coup de grace of the entire week. And then celebrating my anniversary with, I came online July 11th. So we had Chase and Crystal from the Bronx and James. He had to text me and say, Arletta, it's our anniversary. I was there first. I'm like, oh, you didn't say nothing. You didn't say that. And then Chelsea's anniversary is today. She took her first trade. Quick question. Is there any point where we need to have a margin account? No. Yeah. Listen, when you have 50K, switch it to margin. Yay, Chelsea, happy anniversary. Yeah, I just got y'all in a cash account now so we can trade unlimited. But once you have over 25K consistently, so I always say 50 because, you can have 25 and then one trade, you down to 24. And now you're going to get hit with a pattern, same day pattern trader. So let's wait till you get your account up, which will be, what's that, in like 9 months? Should be at 50. Yes, in 9 months, you all should be at 50. But some of you all are going to be further along than that because some people are already further along. If you could just stay the course, don't get in your head. Don't get in your head. It's just money. Just don't get in your head. Play what you see. If you don't see it, don't play it. You get your profit, don't give it back to the Wall Street. All right, y'all have any questions for me before we go on this Saturday? See, I don't even hold you long. I used to hate and did not like when the pastor said, I ain't gonna hold you, and we be there 3 hours. I thought you weren't gonna hold me. I'm about to go. I got this shake and go hair now. I'm gonna put on something comfortable because I had on them heels thinking I was cute yesterday, and my feet, the balls of my feet hurt. Not my toes, just the balls of them hurt from standing in them heels because they didn't have any more seats, so I had to stand up like 4 hours. I'm gonna enjoy it, Chelsea. I want you to enjoy yours too. I'm going to get some sushi. What are y'all doing? Yeah, I didn't turn the camera around either because I literally have on my my gown and my bomber jacket with the drip, the 5% dripper. I know you like Chelsea. Chelsea, you like sushi too. All right. If you all don't have any more questions, I'll see y'all over there on TikTok. You know I'll be over there going live. Oh, that's my daughter. She like the veggie. She ain't with the raw. All right. Thank y'all so much for coming on board. I think we had like 20-something people. Y'all have a good Saturday. I did not send you a direct message. I don't blame you. Ignore it, Moshe. Moshe, I don't send messages. Oh, you can't do fish. Okay, gotcha. See you tomorrow night. Where I'm gonna be tomorrow night? You mean Monday? Lux Lab, don't scare me. Tomorrow is Sunday. We'll see each other on Monday. So yes, Moshe, I do not send direct messages. You have to send me one, and I'll respond to you. But I don't send them. It's 23 fake pages. 23 fake Arletta, the Friendly Trader pages. And they're always messaging people. That's all they do all day long is message y'all. Try to get y'all to send them money. Yes, Monday at 7 p.m. Oh, yeah. I know you, Chef Moshe. I probably did. Did you say, now if you sent me a message and I responded, that is me. But if it's talking, if it's asking you to download, what they tell you to download? What is it? Telegram, WhatsApp. If it's telling you to send money, if it's talking about Bitcoin, that's not me. You know how I talk. All I talk about is the orb and sending 5 paper trades and coming back on Monday for the free class. Yeah, don't respond. Oh, it didn't. If it was me and I said, you know how I talk, but if nothing else, come back over here and talk to me. It's not that deep. Usually did I give you my phone number? Most people I give my phone number to. So they can just call and text me directly. All right. What you want me to repeat? Repeat what, Michelle? Friday? Girl, we finished that. What do you want to know about Friday? Michelle, we done said our goodbyes and everything. We talked about getting ready to go eat sushi. What y'all gonna do this weekend? Well, you must went to sleep. We done said bye. This is Think or Swim. Think or Swim. Yeah, you got my number. Call me. Just make sure it's me. Don't fall for any okadoke. I don't ask you to download nothing. I don't ask you to send nothing. I don't do any of that. I don't ask you how your trading going. Y'all know how I am. I show up too much. I'm live too much. I'm too touchable. You can reach out and touch me and ask me directly. This is your name Yuji? That's why I'm going to Yuji. It's the kind of Yuji. Wow, that's a restaurant. We trade options. All right, y'all. We're going to roll up out of here. Star, call me, girl. If you need me to go over something directly. But I got to go get dressed, y'all. Have a great weekend. I see y'all. Okay? All right. Come back on Monday, baby.